Take on me, take me on. Chantal will be gone in a day. Chantal. Alrefe Soro. Adid. Bonina Brown. Hey, how's it going? What's happening? It is Wednesday, June 25th, 2025. And we have a whole lot of new shenanigans to get into. Today, we are going to be having a little chat about the live stream that went on last night. My notes aren't that extensive on the live stream, but nevertheless, we can go through it, talk about it. It was mostly boring. There really was not a whole lot on it that was that interesting. No real raging, no real drama, no real mud slinging. Not really, just I don't know. It was pretty whatever. But Amberlynn is committed to a drama-free channel. She does not want to be mixed up in drama. She has discussed lately that she is willing at this point to take a pay cut if it means protecting her peace. Her mental sanity is paramount. She doesn't want to be mixed up in girl world shenanigans anymore. She's 34 years old, goddammit. She wants to get her life on track. She wants to start worrying about the things that actually matter. She doesn't want to go back and forth with Alexis. She doesn't want to be getting in the mud with reaction channels and all that. She has other priorities. She is setting boundaries with you sons of bitches, and you need to respect that. You need to respect Amberlynn's boundaries because she's working on herself, and I really hope that you guys can just respect her wishes for once. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at the live stream from yesterday, and then we will be moving on into the react portion of the stream. She uploaded a weigh-in. And honestly, guys, we haven't gotten a weigh-in in a hot minute. I honestly don't even remember the last time that Amberlynn disclosed her weight in one of her vlogs. I want to say that the last time that she told us her weight, I think it was this episode, actually. So if I'm like looking at her channel, I want to say that it was this. But you know what? This weigh-in, I don't even think that she told us how much she weighed in it. The last ever weigh-in Wednesday, I don't think that she told us how much she weighed in this. So, what would it have been? This? Was it this one?
Hey guys, welcome to a new...
When was this? This was May 21st. So it's been a little over a month since she's told us. Why I went to the hospital, diabetes results. I don't know. I mean, did she even tell us how much she weighed in this one? 666. She weighs 666. Honestly, I think that the last time that she told us what she weighed, I think it was like in the 513 vicinity. It was like anywhere between 5'10 and 5'20. So I am not sure what she's going to weigh in today. But she has a new goal weight in mind. Summer is just getting started. She still has time to get the beach body that she's after. So we'll have to hear out Girly Pop and see what she's going to be working on this summer. Nori, hi Nori. Thank you so much for 16 months of membership. I appreciate you being around for so long. Hi, Jordy. Also, fat. Love it. It was a la last time. Ugh, I get so tired of having to clear my throat all the time. Ugh. Yeah. Well, I mean, who's to tell? I can't tell the difference between 5:30 Amberlynn and 5:15 Amberlynn. I can't tell the difference between 5:60 Amberlynn and 5:30 Amberlynn. I mean, yeah, her face like thins out a little bit and everything, but that's about it. I don't know. Okay. Let's move on into the live stream recap. We're going to go through this little bit by little bit, and then we will be moving on to the react portion of the live stream. If you're just coming on in, I did just say a moment ago that this live stream really wasn't that extensive. It really wasn't all that drama filled. It really wasn't all that fun. I mean, she pops off a little bit about Alexis, but other than that, it was mostly boring. So let's get through this. Let's see what went on in the members only live stream yesterday. So we're going to have a little conversation. So I titled this live stream Mellow, No Drama Lynn. She started off the live by talking about how she felt a little sick. She wasn't really feeling up to it, but nevertheless, she showed up for the responsibility that she had committed herself to. Tuesday is members only live stream night, and gosh darn it, she's going to show up and she's going to deliver because that's what people are paying $10 a month for. So she was feeling a little bit under the weather. However, Zoloft is slaying, bitches. She has, throughout the live stream last night, said a whole lot of times, I've hit my therapeutic level. I don't know where she learned that. I don't know, like maybe like ChatGPT told her that, or she learned that on TikTok or something. But time and time again, she kept saying throughout the stream, yeah, Zoloft is working so well for me because I have finally hit the therapeutic level. I would imagine that that's like some type of medical term where after you take medicine for so long, it builds up in your bloodstream and it starts to like give you the full effects. I don't know where she... I don't know where she learned that term, but she used it quite a few times yesterday. She also goes on to say that she is on night shift lately. She is pretty much staying up all night and sleeping all day, probably on a sleep schedule, maybe like 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. she's sleeping, or maybe like 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., maybe like an 8-hour window like that. Amberlynn claims that she's only sleeping 6 hours a night. I don't believe that. I think that with all of the time that she spends on the couch, laying in bed, sitting around, I think that she is sleeping collectively between REM sleep and just taking naps. I think that she's getting well over 8 hours a day. But I mean, like that is kind of like irrelevant if you really think about it, because Amberlynn's life, if she's not going to bingo, if she's not going to Walmart, her day consists on sitting or laying on one of two couch cushions. So does it really matter if she's conscious? Does it really matter if she's awake playing on her phone, or you know, whatever it is that she play on her laptop, watching TV, Jersey Shore, Family Vacation? Like, does it really matter? It's like, no, I only slept 6. So what you're trying to tell us is that you were awake for 18 hours. What does she do all day? You know what I mean? Like, what does she do on that? I couldn't play on my phone for 18 hours a day. I couldn't go on the computer and watch TV for 18 hours a day. She has to be sleeping at least 10 to 14 hours a day. I would imagine she's sleeping that much, because just with her lifestyle, I mean, that is just so boring to be sitting around all day, every day like that. I think that Amberlynn is sleeping a lot more than 6 hours. She has nothing to be awake for. Yeah, I mean, that's depressing. That is very depressing. If you don't have any obligations, if you don't have any friends, if you don't have any plans, if the only opportunity for you to get out of the apartment is to go to bingo or go out to eat or go to Walmart or Marshall's or TJ Maxx or whatever with your mom, but the mom can't be doing that every day. You know, that mom works. That mom has her own life. That mom can't, play house with Amberlynn every day. And it's like, I can't imagine that mom is always wanting to get to Amberlynn's apartment, because usually, probably when she gets to that apartment, it's like, oh, hey, take out the trash, take out the dog, wipe me, clean up a little bit, organize this. Like, it's probably just like a whole bunch of chores. So that mom is kind of working a second shift in a way, because she's going and she's working her 9 to 5 Monday to Friday. And then when she isn't working, she's, doing for Amberlynn. So she is a full-time caregiver. And as we have discussed in season 4, we've kind of done the math before in terms of how much it would be for like a live-in caregiver or like a live-in nurse to be with someone all the time, to take care of them all the time. And those are jobs that people have. Some people have full-time caregivers that are paid like $70,000-$80,000 a year. So this mom is probably between her 9 to 5 and taking care of Amber, on top of having her own relationship and her own life. She probably doesn't have a lot of free time for herself. Amber is also being asked by the chat pretty regularly if she's going to be making up the live streams that she canceled a few times over the past couple months. She has said, yeah, I'm going to start to do my live streams to be 2.5 hours. I'm no longer just going to do 9:30 to 11:30. I'm going to do 9:30 to midnight. And then I'll do that 4 times. And then the extra 30 minutes on those 4 live streams will make up for the live stream that I missed. That was the original plan, that she was going to make up the first live stream. But then she missed a second live stream. And people were like, well, you didn't even make up the first live stream. Are you going to make up the second one now? And this is her answer. She doesn't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make up that live stream. So it kind of went with this like loose promise of her saying, yeah, 30 minutes tagged on to all of these live streams, to, you know what, I don't know. So Amberlynn is going back on this, saying that she was going to make up for the canceled live streams. She was going to do public live streams. She was going to do something to make it up for the fact that these people are paying $10 a month and they're not getting what they're supposed to be receiving. But Amberlynn is just going to try to shove this under the rug like it never happened. Oh, I wasn't able to make it that night. Get the fuck over it. That's seemingly like what her answer is going to be to this. So just so you know, if you guys ever think to become a member on Amberlynn's channel, don't expect her to follow up with what she promises, because she has done this in the past. She has said pretty frequently throughout the live stream era, back when she and Beck were living together, she said, oh yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I remember pretty frequently back then, she just wouldn't show up Tuesday. And she said, oh, I'm having mentals. I'll see you guys Thursday. And then she wouldn't show up Thursday, and she'll be like, you know what? We'll do a makeup stream on Friday. We'll go live for like 3-4 hours on Friday. And then that would never happen. So it's just a bunch of empty promises that usually are the result of Amberlynn's live streams. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Virgo Ghost, thank you for your membership. Today sucks, but Jordy's here to make fun of fat women, so all is right. All is right in the world. That's not what we do on here. Jordy's here to make fun of fat women. No, you guys are missing the point. The point of my channel, the point of my commentary, is to provide constructive criticism so that these people can apply said constructive criticism to their own life to become better people. That's what we do on here. I'm just sharing my opinions in a hilarious way. Making fun of fat women. Mods, keep a close eye on Virgo Ghost. I don't like that. Giselle Sinclair, thank you so much for 10 gifted memberships. This is the first time that I have ever seen your username pop up, I believe. I really appreciate you expanding my community by 10. Welcome to all of our new members, courtesy of Giselle Sinclair. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. Louie's mom, thank you for 10 months. Skinny with Geordie fingers. Skinny. Never gets old. After that, she talks a little bit about the DoorDash saga. If you guys have not seen the most recent vlog, Amberlynn has disclosed that she is having a flirty kind of romance through a delivery app with someone that brings her fast food. This person said that she's beautiful. They've asked her if she's single. They have expressed romantic interest in Amber. And it happened again. The same guy delivered to Amber, and their romance is continuing. Amber said that these two had correspondence. Now, I don't exactly know what this term means, but the two had some type of conversation, some type of correspondence that led to either more flirting, or Amber was like, oh, thank you so much. Do you think you could like get me an extra ranch next time? I don't know what goes on in these messages, but yeah, they quote, had correspondence, whatever that means. Amber says that this person reminds her of a guy from a TV show that she used to watch, and she can't remember the name of the TV show, but it was about three friends, and there was a Mexican guy with a backwards hat. So we were kind of speculating that maybe this guy was of a different ethnicity than Amberlynn, because in the messages that she shared in her vlog, it was translated from Spanish. So she is describing her DoorDash crush as a guy from a TV show, a Mexican guy with a backwards hat. I have no idea what TV show she's referring to here. This is just all trying to make Emily jealous. I could see that. Because, like, we kind of talked about in yesterday's episode that the concept of door dashing, you are a feeder, you know? If you get some type of thrill, if you get your rocks off by making people fatter, by bringing them food, I mean, in a way, that's what Uber Eats people do. That's what Postmates people do. That's what Instacarts do. Like, if I don't know how, like, you know, what, there's just some things that like get people off, and it's like, you like feet, for example. That's a pretty common fetish. It's like, I don't have that. I will never know what that feels like. Like, I don't look at a foot and get like aroused, but some people do. Some people do. So, I mean, there's some people out there that just get aroused by making people fatter, or like bringing them food, nourishing them, whatever. So maybe this DoorDasher is being used as leverage to make Emily jealous. It's like, oh, you won't come out here and visit me. Oh, you won't come out here and take me to a buffet. Oh, you won't come out here and well, you know what? Someone else will. Well, you're not coming out here to feed me, but he is. He brought me food. He made sure that I had a ranch stain on my shirt tonight. Where were you? Do you not love me? I don't know. Is this all a ruse to try to make Emily jealous? Another instance of Amberlynn getting hit on. This seems to be happening pretty frequently lately. Amberlynn took Twinkie outside, and when she was like, this is how you know that the story's already fake. She said that she was walking Twinkie. So I don't think that this happened. I don't know if the DoorDash thing is happening or if this is just like her making shit up just to have something to talk about. But I think that this story never happened. She said that she was walking Twinkie, and a guy in his car drove past her and slammed on the brakes and screamed from his vehicle that Amberlynn was beautiful. This is giving mammogram tech told me I'm hot. This is cocktail waitress asked for my autograph. This is kind of the same energy that I'm getting from this. I don't think that this happened, but there are just, I guess, lines of men in Oklahoma that are just, waiting to tell Amberlynn how beautiful she is. I mean, it happened at Trader Joe's. It happened at the casino It happened at bingo. People were telling her that she smells nice. People were telling her that she has amazing tits. People were telling her that she's just like the most beautiful thing that they've ever seen. This person also shouted to Amberlynn after telling her that she was beautiful. They asked her if she was single, and Amber said, no, I'm married, which I don't know why she would say that she's married, but I guess if you're just trying to get the attention off of yourself, or you're trying to make a guy leave you alone, it's like, no, I have a boyfriend. No, I'm married. I'd suppose that that's a pretty common thing to say, to which this guy replied, oh, he must be a very lucky man to have you. Oh, wow. Somebody locked you down. Oh, I sure am jealous of him, assuming that Amberlynn is in a heterosexual marriage. And Amberlynn disclosed to this man that, like, do you see how many layers this is to this? Like, I don't think that this ever happened. Like this conversation of someone like yelling out a window and them having all this correspondence. Like, I don't think that this happened. Amber told this person, yeah, I'm married. And he said, oh, your man's really lucky to have found you. And then she said, actually, I'm married to a woman. And then he took that as a joke. Like when she said, no, I'm married to a woman, he thought that she was joking. And then he took that as a green light to be like, oh, she's just messing around with me. Maybe she will actually go on a date with me. So he pushed a little bit more. I don't think any of this happened personally. I don't know. But she uses this story to kind of point her finger at all of you and say, this is how you treat a lady. This is how you treat a 500-pound toddler. This is how you treat Amberlynn Reid. The internet makes her feel ugly. The internet makes her feel monstrous. The internet makes her feel disgusting. But in real life, people are telling her she smells nice. She has nice boobs. She's beautiful. They can't believe that somebody locked her down already. Like, she gets all these compliments in real life, but when she comes to the internet, all she reads is nastiness. So on the internet, Amberlynn is made to feel very ugly. She's made to feel gross. She's made to feel monstrous. All of you out there who have had anything to say about Amberlynn, just know that you're a stupid hater-ass bitch and she hates you and you're nothing to her. But in real life, when she disconnects, when she turns the phone off, when she closes the lid to her laptop, that's when the true terms of endearment come out to play. IRL makes her feel pretty. It makes her feel deserving of love. It makes her feel happy, etc. So Amberlynn is continuing the narrative of, I hate the internet. I hate social media. I hate YouTube. I hate anyone that watches me. She's continuing this whole thing of like, real life is better. I want to live real life. I don't want to be looking at a screen. I don't want to be seeing what people are saying about me on forums. I don't want to see comments. I want to be living real life, because when I'm living real life, people only have nice things to say about me. Okay. Interesting. After this, we kind of move on into a discussion about Alexis. People are wondering about Amberlynn's recent thoughts about what Alexis has had to say about her in Karina Kaboom's comment section. Amber said that Alexis is yet again spreading lies. Everything that Alexis is saying is projection. She's hurt. She's not happy with herself. She's not satisfied in her own life. So what better way than to take it out on our girl? Alexis is saying, or she's saying that everything that Alexis is saying about Danielle is absolutely 100% false. She has not talked to Danielle in a long time. She's not with Danielle. She's not dating Danielle. The fact that Alexis would kind of make these allegations just shows how bitter that Alexis is that Amberlynn never chose her. So yeah, she really did not have anything nice to say about Alexis. People were asking time and time again. They were saying, why did you even text her? What was the point of reaching out to her? Like, why? I mean, like, if everything that Alexis is saying is false, then why did you feel the need to bitch her out over text? And Amber said that she reached out because she wanted to, quote, make it clear to Alexis that what she was saying was false. And I said, ha, that will show her. Yeah. Hey, just so you know, that comment that you left under Karina Kaboom's video, that's all false. Everything that you said about Danielle isn't true. All those lies that you're spreading about me, that's all that they are. Lies. So Amberlynn needed to step in. She needed to cross her arms, and she really needed to make it clear to that little piss-ass Alexis that everything that she was saying about her personal life, she got wrong, and that she's stupid, and that Amberlynn is thriving, and that she has finally hit the therapeutic level of taking Zoloft for 6 weeks, and that Alexis is just jealous and hateful. She also says that she doesn't even really know what Alexis said, kind of takes a nonchalant, blasé attitude toward the recent comments that Alexis has made about her. She didn't even read what Alexis said. She simply glanced at what was said under Karina Kaboom's video. Yeah, I saw this wall of text that Alexis wrote up. I glanced at it. I read a little bit of it. I didn't read all of it. And you know what, in all honesty, I have so much more going on in my personal life that I'm not even going to waste my breath giving this stupid, nasty bitch a response. But you know what, because I glanced at it and because my eyes just so happened to glaze across the name Danielle, I'm going to set the record straight. I'm not talking to Danielle. Danielle's not talking to me. I'm not in a relationship. I'm single. I'm happy. I'm thriving. I'm working on myself. Alexis is unhappy with herself, and that's why she's coming for me. So she also made a very little nasty mention here at the end of her Alexis rant that Alexis shouldn't be talking about anybody's partners because Alexis changes partners more than she changes her underwear. A direct quote from Amberlynn. Alexis changes her partners more than she changes her underwear. So, I don't know. As is with keeping up with the girls, I suppose that Alexis's dating life, according to Amberlynn, is a revolving door, and that she is a mess, and she's projecting that all onto Amberlynn, who is not a mess. She's not a mess. She has it going on, bitches. Got it? Just making that clear to you all. I'm gonna turn my fan 1 second. Moving right along. People are kind of calling her out on the whole Danielle thing. They think that she got by with that without, not really saying much, kind of leaving the conversation unscathed, so to speak. She didn't really give what people were asking for, what people wanted to know. People were following up with questions. They wanted to know about Danielle. They wanted to know about Emily. But Amberlynn has said time and time again, I'm not talking about my personal life. I'm setting boundaries with you guys, and you need to respect that. People are calling out her for being nonchalant about everything, as a sort of an attempt at a ruse to fool the audience into thinking that she's single. Well, no, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm focusing on myself. No, I'm not. It's kind of like lying straight up. And, Amberlynn claps back. She snaps her fingers and says, you guys aren't entitled to anything. You don't deserve to know this. So anyone who is saying that Amberlynn is trying to play both sides, she's trying to be nonchalant about this, you're entitled to that opinion. You're entitled to think that Amberlynn is lying about being single just to protect her own peace. Amberlynn has lied many, many, many times in the past, and she has justified it by saying, well, I had to lie because I had to protect my own peace and I had to protect the peace of other people. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's in a relationship, or at the very least, she's talking to Emily and or Danielle. I think that Amberlynn is kind of back on her bullshit that she was in the past year, where she was talking to multiple people and she had this tier list in her head of like, okay, I like them the most. Oh, but they don't like me. Okay, I guess I'll move on to option 2. Oh, option 2 fell through. Okay, I guess that we'll talk to option 3. Kind of moving down the list a little bit. I think that she's doing like that wheel, that spin the wheel and see who you land on kind of thing with dating right now. But she says that that is not the case and that she is focusing on herself. Gosh darn it. She says that she does not need someone to make her happy. I think that she does, because the whole concept of Amberlynn is that she always relies on other people. And while she does have somebody to wipe her, and she does have somebody to drive her around, she does have somebody to take her to bingo, she does have somebody to spend time with, whatever, in her mom, she wants more. She wants a companion. Because, I mean, yeah, she can get wiped. Yeah, she can get driven around. Yeah, she can get this. But, like, she wants somebody more. You know, she wants a girl. She wants a relationship. She wants someone that she can walk all over. She wants someone that she can boss around. She wants somebody who she can point her finger at and say, go to the fucking lobby and get my DoorDash, bitch. She wants that. She likes that. Amberlynn is very much so like a bulldozing kind of figure. So I think that she wants a girl in her life that she can kind of bulldoze the way that she bulldozed Beck. Kind of like, well, I mean, she has her bare necessities met. She has her like hierarchy of needs fulfilled in the sense that she has shelter. She has like, you know, access to hygiene. She has somebody that can drive her around. But, you know, similarly to rich people, when rich people have a lot of money, all they want in life is more money. You know, it's like with Amberlynn, it's like, well, yeah, somebody's wiping me. Yeah, somebody's driving me to Walmart. Yeah, this, but like, what can I get more? I always am looking for more. I think Amberlynn wants more. She's not satisfied with the mom is able to bring to her in life. She wants that girl. She wants that status. Randomly, someone, I mean, like, honestly, throughout this whole live stream, it was a lot of just like stupid talk about like nothing. So, I mean, at one point, somebody asks her, hey, tell us a story about work drama. This seems like a very strange thing to say, considering Amberlynn has never really held a job. I mean, yeah, she worked at the nursing home, and yeah, she did the data entry job with Destiny for like a very short period of time. But kind of just arbitrarily asking Amberlynn, hey, share a story with us that relates to work drama. And kind of out of nowhere, and remember, this is after Amberlynn said, I'm drama free. I don't want to talk about drama. If you're in here for drama, you're in the wrong place. This is an Amberlynn Reed drama free zone. You don't want any. So someone asks her, hey, tell us about work drama. And she takes that like a green light and immediately says, oh, okay. I'll tell you guys a story about work drama. So, do you guys remember the time that Destiny was encouraging me to quit my job? Yeah, so that was so that Destiny could flirt with Dana and I was nowhere around. Yeah, that was so Destiny could get rid of me. So if I was at home and I wasn't at work, she couldn't be breathing down my neck. So yeah, that's why Destiny cheated on me. Just a very strange angle to take this. Someone kind of says, tell us about work drama. And she, you know, lays into Destiny about cheating on her at this point, 7-8 years ago. So the first thing that came to mind was, oh, let me tell the story about how Destiny cheated on me. She later goes on to be asked by someone in the chat, well, if that happened and Dana stole Destiny from you or Destiny cheated on you, like, why did you become friends with them? Why did you still hang out with them years after you were broken up? And Amberlynn says that she's a very forgiving person. She understands that people make mistakes. So she was able to find it within her heart to forgive Dana and Destiny for tearing the love that Destiny and she shared apart. And yeah, that's why they were able to become friends after that. Some people in the chat were laughing at her, kind of stickering at this whole debacle and calling her desperate. Amberlynn said that she's not desperate. She said, quote, "I'm not desperate." She pulled the tarot card last week, and she pulled a card that says you're desperate. So the chat's calling her desperate. The fortune telling cards are calling her desperate. Everyone's calling her desperate. But you know what? Gosh darn it, I'm not desperate. Amber's not desperate. Got it? She's talking a little bit about her diet later on in the stream. She's talking about how she needs to be eating soft foods because she can't really have anything hard or crunchy because of the tooth that she has had recently removed. She said, quote, "I can make a mean mashed potato." And someone in the chat says, "You sure do got mashed potato making arms." Now, that is a very specific thing to say. Now, some of you might get this joke like surface level. I got this joke surface level. But if you don't know what this means, think back to like middle or high school cafeteria. You remember the lunch ladies that you used to have in middle school and high school cafeteria? The real, like, heavy-set lunch ladies with the hairnets, and, you know, they were bringing out, like, the big silver trays of food and everything like that. Or, you know, think about, like, your obese aunt. Your obese aunt at Thanksgiving. Mashed potato making arms. There is a meme out there. It's like, if her arms don't look like this, then I don't want it. It's like if here it is. You know that if the cooking lady's arms look like this, the food's going to be good AF. And I think that this is all something that we can kind of relate to. You know, it's just like, I feel like this is something that at one point in your life you have experienced. If you have had food prepared by someone that has arms that resemble this, you just know that food's going to be good. You just know that that pot of mac and cheese is going to slap. You just know that those mashed potatoes are going to be the soft, gentle love that you have been looking for. So I just thought that that was a very interesting comment that someone made to her after she says, quote, "I can make a mean mashed potato." The follow-up of, "You got mashed potato making arms." A very spot-on meme from the chat. Amberlynn'S chat isn't always like that exciting, that funny, that entertaining as like some of the characters that you might get from Chantal's streams, like Flop Era and other people like that. But I feel like this was an honorable mention because this meme really speaks to, I feel like this meme should speak to everybody. Everybody in some sort of capacity can relate to this. If you didn't have a lunch lady in middle school or high school that had these kind of arms that was making the mashed potatoes for you around Thanksgiving, you've had some type of grandparent, you've had some type of aunt, some type of cousin, some type of person that has helped with some type of meal that looks like this, and you know that the food is going to slap. If the person cooking Thanksgiving dinner arm don't look like this, I'm not coming over. And honestly, I agree. If you're making Thanksgiving dinner and your arm doesn't look like this, I'm probably not coming. In all honesty. So I know that Amberlynn gets snarked on pretty frequently for her chili, other things that she makes. It's kind of a mess. But you know what? Mashed potatoes? She got a mashed potato making arm. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. So chili, everything else that she's made in the past, we're free to make fun of that. We're free to roast that. But when it comes to mashed potato making arms, I feel like we might have to provide Amberlynn some grace on this one. You know? I don't know. Just my thoughts. Okay. We are now going to move into the react portion of the stream. We are going to be taking a little look-see-poo at the weigh-in. Did I have the tab open up? I did. Oh, I did have the tab open up. Okay, we're good. Porcelina, thank you so much. So happy to catch you live after not being able to in a while. Happy to see you pop in, Porcelina. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We had 5 gifted memberships come in from Brian Cook. Brian Cook did this yesterday as well. We really appreciate Brian Cook expanding the community on here. Thank you so much. I would really appreciate it if you guys put some chef emojis in the chat for Mr. Brian Cook. Thank you so much for doing that, Brian. I appreciate you being here tonight. All right, y'all. We are going to do stepping on the scale, pasta recipe, and my new goal weight. Who's ready?
Hello, hello. Welcome to a what I ate today and a weigh-in video. So I'm just showing you guys what I ate today, and literally I don't eat breakfast. I'm sure you guys have noticed that. I eventually do want.
Okay, so we're 22 seconds in and we already have a lie. Amberlynn doesn't eat breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Does this well-nourished entity look like she's missing breakfast? Well, I don't know. If she misses breakfast, she certainly makes up for it at lunch and dinner.
I want to get in the habit of doing so. I've been awake for about 4.5 hours and I'm finally about to eat my first meal. I got a poke bowl. So I was on soft foods for a while. In the last few days, I have been able, oh, whoops, just dropped a packet of soy sauce. Hold on. So I was on soft foods for a good like 14 days. In the last few days, I've been able to introduce all the textures. So I'm excited for this poke bowl. So we have rice, crab, corn, sesame seeds, jalapenos, onion, ginger, wasabi peas, which is like my favorite part.
And I'd imagine that she got this door dashed. No money for inpatient. No money for the things that matter. No money for Ozempic. No money for prescription GLP-1s. Money for DoorDash. Money for a poke bowl. Money for Legos. Yes, I think that we do have room in the budget for that. So to get this thing delivered, I mean, I don't know how much this thing is. I would imagine anywhere between like $14 and $20. But then on top of that, to get this delivered, you're paying a service fee, you're paying a convenience fee, sometimes a delivery fee, you're tipping. So I would imagine that to get this bowl brought to Amberlynn's apartment door, it's probably close to $30. So this is what Amberlynn does every day, sometimes multiple times a day. She gets $30 plus. That's probably on the lower end of things. That's probably on the lower end, in all honesty. For her to get food brought to her like this, $30, I feel like that's pretty low. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. All the money out there being spent on all of this stupid-ass shit that she gets brought to her multiple times a day. No money for Mounjaro. No money for the GLP-1s. Because they're too expensive, and I don't have that kind of money. The Disney Princess Lego castle, however, now we're talking. Rowboat, thank you for 5 months. Not me eating McDonald's while watching Amber. At least it's not 20 skin nuggets. Ew. Oh, gosh. Enjoy your McDonald's, Rowboat. Junie, hello. Watching from Hollywood Studios as a cast member in line for Rise of the Resistance. Oh, how fun! I didn't do any of the Star Wars rides when I went. I want to go back to Disney. Probably in the fall I'll go again. Oh gosh, have fun. That sounds awesome, Junie. So Flo. First time ever catching a live. I'm pretty new here. You and everyone here make me ugly cackle. Glad that you find us humorous and entertaining. Hopefully you stick around. Thank you, So Flo. Lori, thank you so much for the very generous super chat. You didn't have to do that. Our lovely moderator, Lori. Do you think all the tooth talk is her shading the quad teeth shorties? Hers is better than y'all's. I don't know, but Amberlynn has said recently that she's had her wisdom teeth removed. So is she like trying to get in our club? Is she trying to, I don't know. I need a Gretchen Wieners nearby to scream at Amberlynn, you can't sit with us. You can't, Amber. I'm sorry. I don't care if you ripped those wisdom teeth out by yourself. You can't be in our club. No. Blocked. Blocked. I don't know. But Lori, please keep her at bay if you do, get a whiff of Amberlynn.
So this is my first meal for today. And by the way, any liquid consumption I have today will just be water. I haven't had soda in probably like 3 weeks now, almost a month. So
I don't believe that. We're supposed to believe that a 540-pound woman who has a really bad relationship with sugary drinks didn't drink a sugary drink for 3 weeks. No. No. I could see her thinking like, oh yeah, I didn't drink soda. No, I meant like full fat soda. Oh, I've had diet, yeah, but that doesn't count. It's 0 calories. Aspartame doesn't count. No. I didn't mean like diet soda. I meant like soda. Like a Coca-Cola, like a full fat ass Pepsi. You know what I mean? That's what I meant by that. I don't believe this at all.
So I'm just gonna be drinking water all day long. So just want to make that clear. All right, so I'm just showing you guys how much that I have left. I am full and satisfied, so I'm done eating it. When I was telling you guys what was in it, I forgot to say there's also edamame and avocado. This is honestly one of my favorite meals to have, and it's super filling, and it's not too bad for you. All right, you guys, it is time for the next meal. I'm going to be making a pasta, and I want to...
Huh. So she had some avocado in her lunch. All right, so in this episode so far, we have some good fats and some bad fats. Interesting.
I'm going to be making a pasta, and I want to show you guys the ingredients. So call me weird, that's okay, but this is
Mayo, hot sauce, canned chicken, garlic, and pasta. All right.
This is the pasta that I always make. I absolutely love it. So this is the pasta shape I am using. I will use any pasta.
This word is awfully close to bariatric. Coincidence? Coincidence? This is like a mystery challenge box on Chopped. I've never seen it, but I'd imagine they just give contestants like a bunch of food and they're like, okay, make something out of this. Yeah, that sounds like it's up Amberlynn's alley. I mean, hey, there's mayo and butter. That's all she really needs, yeah?
Pasta shape for this recipe, as long as it is small. I'm gonna be having some garlic salts, canned chicken. This is the only brand that I will eat. I grew up eating canned chicken, so that's why like I'm okay with it. And when I cook it in the pasta and such, it like cooks it more, so I'm not like so creeped out by it. Some butter.
I'm not creeped out by this canned chicken because I grew up eating it. That's kind of contradictory because when she talks about her childhood, it's usually all trauma. So wouldn't you think that you'd want to run away from those kinds of foods? But she's happy the way that this canned chicken cooks because it becomes less creepy after she cooks it. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying, Amber. I don't know what that means. The canned chicken becomes less creepy. I feel like I'm listening to a 2-year-old speak.
Some fresh Parmesan, Tapatio for some spice, and some mayo. So I will show you guys when it's all complete. All right, you guys, so here it is. It's honestly so freaking good. I have no words for it. Super easy to make, comforting.
Oh, you know she's gonna eat all of this. I could so see her like making a little dainty bowl for herself and being like, oh, this is all I'm gonna have for myself. I'm gonna put the rest of it away. I could see that. I'll have more for tomorrow. You know what? Honestly, should I freeze some of this? You know the Tupperware's right around the corner. Worms. The whole box. Oh, I wasn't expecting anything less. All in 2 bites. Yeah, so pretty much just mayo pasta. Which, in all honesty, I think that's a bariatric crime against humanity, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it's bariatric crime against humanity adjacent. So I have heavy cream or mayo in ramen. We also could put / pasta. Yeah. All right. We'll do that. All right. So Amberlynn is committing treason. This is an act against humanity. This is gigantic behavior. Red alert, red alert.
Extremely flavorful. I love this meal. All right, guys, it is time for a snack. And I know exactly what I want.
Okay, so she just finished dinner. All right, bitches, it's time for a snack. Amber, you're 600 pounds. It is not time for a snack. No, it's not time for a snack. It's time for some walking on an incline. It's time for some elliptical. It's time for some get your ass out of that apartment. It's not time for a snack. That's the last time that it is.
You think I'd be sick of these by now? Because during my soft food... You think I would be sick of these by now? Because during my soft food era, this is what I was eating. I was having puddings. But I'm telling you, chocolate vanilla puddings, I think I'm...
Okay, so these normally come in a 4-pack. So I have a little bit of investigative journalism work to explain here. So
I was having puddings.
When she shows it like this, you can kind of see the inside of this because the snack pack comes in a 4-pack. What I imagine happened is the first time that she went to get up all in this snack pack is she probably had 2. She probably had the 2 that come on top of this, and now she's going to eat the other 2. I wouldn't be surprised if she's like, I'm only going to have 1, but then eat the other 1 off screen. She's probably eating 2 at a time. That's big.
But I'm telling you, chocolate vanilla puddings, I think I'm gonna have 2 actually.
Oh. She didn't even bother. She didn't even bother with the ruse this time. She didn't even bother with the tricks. You know what? They're gonna clock it anyway. You know what? I'm just gonna eat both. Amber. Abby in the chat. Okay, but like the thing is, like, I have no way of verifying if that person is who they say they are. You know what I mean? Like someone coming in here making a username titled Abby and then sending that. I mean, I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much for sending that in. But I have no way of verifying if you are who you say you are. If you're interested in chatting with me, I would have a conversation with you offline, but in terms of like people approaching me while I'm live with like breaking news, I can't really do anything with that because I don't know who you are. I haven't vetted your profile. I don't know if what you're saying is true. But thank you so much for that regardless. Amber's Portuguese Knuckles, thank you so much. Les eat mayo pasta. Les eat, bitches. Idiot Witch, thank you so much for the 2 months of membership. Nice to see you again, Idiot Witch. The Bubbly Chick does unboxings, thank you. Jordy and the gang are awesome. Just call us Mystery Inc., right?
There's 2 left in this pack. Chocolate vanilla puddings are the way to go. So it's just these little packs like this.
Oh my god, famous last words. Vanilla puddings are the way to go in the ground.
So I'm gonna have 2 of them. They're 100 calories each. I think that's gonna be it for the night. I've had over 40 ounces of water. I'm having a hard time getting past the 40 ounces. Sometimes I reach 60 ounces, but like my ultimate goal is like 80. And that is genuinely all.
You know what would make it easier for you to be meeting these water goals every day? Well, I've been drinking 40 and sometimes I hit 60 ounces a day, but I just can't seem to hit 80 ounces a day. I would love to drink 80 ounces of water a day, but I can't. You know what would be easy to help you get to that goal? Do a little bit of physical activity. Work up a little bit of a sweat. Your body will demand some type of hydration after that. So if you go and, I don't know, go outside and walk for like 4 or 5 minutes, your body will want some water after that. That's a nice little cheat code to make it sure your body gets the water that it requires.
I drink all day. I haven't had soda in a while and I'm very proud of that. But like, for some reason, I cannot get.
I think a new water bottle would help her. Yeah, you know what? You're right. We don't need to be walking. We don't need to be doing physical activity. We don't need to be working up a sweat. You know what? We need to get to 80 ounces of water a day. A new water bottle, bitches. I got the Stanley Deluxe Cup. Oh, God. Quit eating, move around, and then you can drink a ton of water. Yeah, if you just move around a little bit, or you shouldn't even move out. I mean, just like walk out onto your porch, or like go outside and stand in the sun for a few minutes, you know? Are we just gonna ignore her shirt? I mean, it's hideous. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, I don't know. But I'm not here to make superficial comments about this woman. You know what I mean? So I'm not just going to be here and be like, oh my God, her fashion's horrible. Oh God, what the fuck did she wear? Like, where did she get this from? She pulled this out of the dumpster? Like, you know, like, I'm not going to come on here and say like nasty stuff like that. You know? Like, if I really wanted to, I could say like, oh my God, where'd she get this Temu Body Central from the early 2000s? This looks absolutely atrocious. It does not suit her fit or her build at all. I don't know why the fuck she's wearing this. Whoever thought it was a good idea for her. But like, I'm not going to come on here and say things like that. So let's just move on. Shoegaze into the abyss, thank you. Take my money and put it towards something fat. I will do that. Thank you so much, Shoegaze. Heath Bar Crunch, thank you. Bilingual era. Ooh, a double entendre. Thank you for that. Oh my God, bisexual and bilingual. And then Lynn inside of that. Whoa. Master of language. Look at that. Not me liking her shirt. Mods, keep an eye on Tiffany.
To the 80 mark, but I'm gonna keep trying. All right, you guys, the light above me has like completely gone out. So we're just working with the light that I am receiving from the kitchen. But you know what? It's giving cozy vibes. It does not need to be bright in here by no means. You just need to hear the words coming out of my mouth. So at the end of my weigh-in and what I ate today videos, what I would like to do is talk about a food-related decision that I'm proud of that I made today, a food-related decision that I'm not proud of, to wrap up the whole...
This is stupid. I'm so sick of this shit. All right, so we're all going to sit around and we're going to say one thing that we're thankful for. Like, enough of this, like, stupid-ass bullshit Thanksgiving dinner. Like, no. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to talk about one thing that I'm proud of myself for today. And I'm also going to talk about one thing that I could improve on. Like, this very Fisher-Price rudimentary approach to weight loss and getting in the right mind frame of losing weight. This isn't what's going to make you lose weight, Amberlynn. These little 1-2 step programs to make it so weight loss is easier and more fun and interactive for you. This isn't going to do anything. Put the fucking fork down and walk on an incline. I'm so sick of this shit. I mean, how many times did she come on here before and she said like, oh, we're going to talk about one thing that I'm really proud of myself for doing. You don't deserve a pat on the back. You don't deserve a hug. You don't deserve anybody to give you a trophy. You don't deserve anybody to do anything for you. You have ate yourself into this situation and now you need to eat yourself out of it.
What I ate today segment, because I am done eating for the day. And then when I get into my weigh-in segment, which is going to be at the end of the videos, I do want to answer 3.
Yeah, I'm proud I only had 2 puddings instead of 3. Like, this is not what's going to save your life. This is not what's going to make you C40. Like, patting yourself on the back and saying like, oh, I'm glad that I maintained at 530. Like, this is not going to do it. Oh, God. Well, I didn't lose any weight, but on the upside, I did not gain weight. So, yes, I am treading the line of 530 pounds, but it could be worse. That is not a good way to look at it. It could be worse. No, like... It would be concerning if you were in the 300s. You're in the 500s, ma'am. Spooky Betty Boop, thank you. Listening while submitting my work for the last week on my current team. I needed your presence. Much love to you all. Let's get this European history and Russian language degree. Oh my gosh, congratulations. It's coming to an end. That's really exciting. Oh my gosh. Hope you have an awesome time finalizing all of that, Spooky Betty Boop. Thank you so much for being in the chat as well. Mimu Beans, hi. I'm usually replay gang, but I'm excited to be catching you live. Hey, hey! Nice to see a replay game person. Gang, not gang. Wait, you said game. Oh, typo, huh? Anyway. Oh my god, not you sending in $5 for me to tell you that you sent in a typo. Doy. Thank you, Mimu. Amber, hello. Mr. Snowflake scares her across the pond making a joke, but creepy delivery man and scary truck guy are the loves of her life. She's so irritating. If I was in a room alone with Mr. Snowflake, I would be scared for my life. Yeah, but like the people screaming at her from the side of the road asking her if she's single. Oh, you're you're a dog, you. Yeah, I don't know. Hooking up via DoorDash, that's one of the fattest things that she's ever said.
Weight-related questions, talk about my weight a little bit, how the week went, and then show you guys the weigh-in. So that's just what to expect from this point forward. So a food-related decision that I am proud of today is that I cooked. It's super easy for me.
No, that's not something that you should be proud of. I cooked. Okay. You put mayo and butter into a pan with a bunch of pasta. I'm really happy because I made it myself. I could have ordered mayo pasta from somewhere on DoorDash, but I did it all by myself. That's worse. That's worse. I'm cooking at home. Did you know that when you eat at restaurants, they put a whole lot of oils and a whole lot of fats and a whole lot of other good stuff that shouldn't be in that dish, and it makes it a whole lot more unhealthy? You should be eating at home. That way you can control what goes into your food. I cooked at home. I'm Amberlynn. I'm making positive strides and affirmations for my own life. I'm doing the damn thing. Gosh darn it. I cooked. No. This does not deserve a pat on the back. This does not deserve any sort of recognition. You cooked at home, but you made it fat as fuck. Who cares?
To open my DoorDash, order all my meals in, but I have been trying to cook more. A decision today that I'm not proud of is I ate too much pasta. I ended up eating the whole pot of pasta that I made. I don't add many extra calories to the pasta, like the chicken's super low calorie.
The mayo and the butter say otherwise. Well, you know, I do make pasta at home, but I don't really add that bad of stuff into it. But, oh god, she admitted to eating the whole pot. I'm not surprised. I mean, she could easily take all that down. Are you kidding? Oh, easily. Yeah. Just like unclench her jaw for a millisecond, just throw it in there real quick. Yeah. She could make quick work of this. From
this point forward. So a food-related decision that I am proud of today. A decision today that I'm not proud of is I ate too much pasta. I ended up eating the whole pot of pasta that I made. I don't add many extra calories to the pasta, like the chicken's super low calorie. I only add like 1 serving of mayonnaise, about 1.5 servings of the Parmesan cheese. So yeah, and like a little bit of butter. So it's just like
a little bit of butter. And honestly, maybe like 1/4 teaspoon of mayo. No more than that. If there were any more than 1/4 teaspoon of mayo, I would be creeped out. No, there's no way I could do it. Like, maybe like 1 centimeter of butter. If that. Per bite. Per bite. It was a 5,000 calorie day. I mean, it's the thing about Amberlynn is like it's what she doesn't show us. It's what she doesn't show us. So the fact that she's trying to do this, like what I ate today, and it only be this poke bowl and this pasta concoction that she made, that's the only thing that I had. Well, you know, and my water and the snack pack. But like, there's so much other stuff. Amberlynn's diet is like an iceberg. You look at an iceberg on the surface of an ocean, you think like, oh yeah, that's big. I mean, it's not like terribly big, but then you don't realize that that iceberg is like hundreds of feet below the ocean surface. Like, but you can't see that. That's what her diet is. You know, she shows us the top of the iceberg. We can see the DoorDash, we can see the snack pack pudding, we can see the pasta concoction, but then all of the other DoorDash orders and all of the other snacks and all the other stuff that she shoved in her mouth, like, that's the part of the iceberg under the ocean we can't see. Show us the whole iceberg, Amber. And it's not iceberg lettuce, that's for sure. Kate the Great, thank you for 3 months. Our girl was fat called instead of cat called. Love you, Jord. Fat called. Oh my god. Oh god. Not Jordy using a Titanic analogy? Well, baby, isn't the Titanic analogy pretty fitting? Come on now. Stephanie, thank you. Actually, Amber said that she isn't dating her bingo buddy. She said nothing about Danielle. Oh. Yeah, I did notice that somebody else said like, oh, we heard that you're dating your bingo buddy. And she was like, no, I'm not. I thought I do remember her saying that she hasn't talked to Danielle. I mean, it wouldn't be above Amberlynn to kind of play with words and be like, oh no, that's not what I said. I don't know though. I'm pretty sure that she said that she wasn't talking to Danielle. I mean, that doesn't mean shit, you know. Anything that comes out of her mouth doesn't mean anything, but... Luna Lightfoot, thank you for 8 months. I'm like a week behind. I was gone on a trip with my boyfriend to the Juniata River for my birthday. I'm back and ready to see what hasn't changed. Oh, come on. You weren't expecting to come back to Girl World and see Amberlynn and Chantal in a size 2 walking down Rodeo Drive? You must have low hopes for these girls. Maybe set your expectations a little bit higher. They'll prove you right. They always do.
Mainly the pasta calories, but it is pretty calorie heavy for that meal. But still eating that and everything else that I ate today, I'm still in a calorie deficiency. So now let's get into the 3 weight-related, food-related, health-related, etc., questions. So these are questions that I actually had saved from when I was doing weekly weigh-in videos before. These questions come strictly from Instagram. What is your weight loss goal this year? 499.8. I just want to see a 4 at the beginning of the scale. I don't want to like have this huge spectacular goal, even though I feel like that is kind of a big goal, but I feel like...
Well, she said, I think the last time that I remember Amberlynn saying her weight, I think that she was like 515. I just want to get to 499, and I feel like that's a pretty big goal. How is that a big goal? Losing 15 pounds? You could walk Twinkie, fart, and answer the door to get your DoorDash and lose 15 pounds. How is that a huge goal? I mean, at this size, you do anything and you can lose weight. You move your arm up and down and you lose a pound. I just don't want to have unrealistic expectations. Imagine $4.99 being a goal. Like, but this is the same kind of shenanigans that Amberlynn always gets mixed up in. She needs to quit playing games. She needs to take her health seriously. I've said this time and time and time again. If she were capable of losing weight on her own, she would have done it already. She needs professional help. She needs professional intervention. She needs to be supervised. She needs to be monitored. Her calories need to be looked after by someone else. She can't do it on her own. She's never going to be able to. I just want to get down to like $4.99. Like, getting to $4.99 is a big goal to her. 5150, get her out of here. But you know what? I mean, the more that she plays these games and the more that she's gambling with her own life, I mean, the more that this is just going to catch up with her. Her health's going to go downhill quick. And pretty soon she's not going to be able to be playing these games anymore. She'll never do inpatient. Yeah, because she'll never give up control. Well, why would I pay for inpatient when I can just do it myself? You can't do it yourself. Jordy GPT, thank you. This arc sponsored by SSRIs and soft lies. You think I could get an antidepressant to sponsor my stream? Jinkies, thank you. The fact you put this bitch on blast is hilarious. Much love. I do nothing of the sort. I'm simply observing human behavior and providing constructive criticism. I do not feel that I'm, quote, putting a bitch on blast. I am simply responding to Amberlynn'S content that she's making public on the internet. And hopefully she follows suit with what I suggest. All right, yeah, I put the bitch on blast. Shmemily, thank you. Liar, fupa fumes on fire. Ew. Ew. Fupa fumes on fire. Oh, God. That black bra. She loves this black bra. It's like her safety net. She needs to aim for 400 by January, which isn't unreasonable. I think if she really hunkered down, she really took it seriously, and she got on Ozempic, I think that that's possible. But on her own, it's not going to happen. With supervision, that's possible. Mm-hmm. What's her new weight? She hasn't said yet.
I can do it. Like, we're only at the end of June. We still have quite a few months this year, so I feel like I can do it. Why didn't you just get the same scale that you had before? As you guys know, my scale broke and it was weighing me the wrong weight the whole time. I didn't realize that until I went to the doctor. So then when I went to go buy a new scale, that one didn't pop up on my Amazon. So I just got one that was very similar to it. These are two scales that I've had before, and they're usually very reliable. With the new scale, I did have to, like, obviously switch the batteries because it did come with batteries, but the batteries were kind of wonk. And it was weighing me in like the 400s, and I'm like, girl, that's not accurate. But then when I use the batteries that I actually have in my home, I have so many batteries, and I'm like, how did I get all these batteries? I don't understand. But once I put the new batteries, the scale has been working, and I've been weighing myself daily just to, like, see if I'm doing good, and I actually am. What are you doing to lose weight right now? So I genuinely am not following any plan or anything like that. I am just trying to eat less than I...
Okay. So yeah, this whole, like, let me just take a laid back approach, because whenever I commit to a diet, there's expectations, and expectations scare me, so I don't want there to be any expectations. So I'm just kind of taking it day by day. I'm listening to my body. I'm giving it what it wants. If I'm hungry, I eat. I think that it's pretty straightforward. That's what I'm trying to do. I just want to listen to my body at this point. Amberlynn loves this laid back kind of approach to dieting, because if you never commit, then you never have expectations. And if there's never expectations, you can continue to be a fat, lazy piece of shit. I'm not committing to anything. I'm not declaring that I'm on a diet. I'm not saying that I'm trying to stay under a specific amount of calories. I'm not trying to have a certain amount of carbs or sugars per day. I am just doing my own thing. Okay, well, look at what doing your own thing gets you to, Amber. You need to commit. You need to make some type of responsibility. You need to have some type of thing that you live up toward and you work toward every day. You work to achieve. Because this whole, like, oh, backseat kind of, like, you know, if I want to do it, I will. If I won't, I won't. Like, this is what's going to keep you in the fives. Sorry. I mean, I know that expectations are scary, and I know that goals are scary, but if you ever want to get to a certain weight, you're going to have to start playing by a little bit stricter of rules. I'm just trying to do better. Yeah, she loves to come on here and just say, like, a very generic, doesn't mean anything kind of answer. I'm just taking it day by day. I'm just eating intuitively. If my body needs water, I drink water. If my body needs mayo butter pasta, then I give it mayo butter pasta. Like, it just, you know, I'm just listening to my body.
I would on a day where I am completely off track, because then that'll automatically good, and I actually am. What are you doing to lose weight right now? So I genuinely am not following any plan or anything like that. I am just trying to eat less than I would on a day where I am completely off track, because then that'll automatically put me in a calorie deficiency. All right, so we're gonna get to the weigh-in. On May 19th, I went to—
How would that automatically put you? So, on your worst days, on your days that you binge, on your days that you go balls to the wall, seafood boil, McDonald's, Arby's, Wendy's, Burger King, shove down throat all at once. If I just don't have those kind of days and I eat less, then I'll be in a calorie deficiency. I mean, just Amberlynn existing, like we've done this time and time again, where we've pulled up her total daily energy expenditure calculator and we've put in her height and weight and like how much her like resting burning calories rate is. It's something obnoxious. It's like her body burns like close to like 3,000 calories just by her existing. So I don't think that that automatically means just because you're not binging, you're in a calorie deficiency, because I think that Amberlynn could easily put away 3,000 calories. You know? Well, I just want to eat less. No, that's not, I'm sorry, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. That plan, like, I want to look at this. So Amberlynn, someone who is in dire need of losing weight at this point in her life. So in option A, behind door number 1, we have inpatient. We have professionals monitoring and supervising what goes into her body, making sure that Amberlynn is losing weight. And behind door number 2, we have Amberlynn, quote, well, you know, I'm just going to try to eat less. It's a no-brainer. If something really matters to you and if you really wanted to change, you would be okay with spending that kind of money. I don't have $250,000 to spend on inpatient. Yeah, because everybody that goes to inpatient has to shell out $250,000. She has a common sense deficiency. I just want to eat less. Like that doesn't, you don't have any guidelines in place. You don't have any goals. You don't have anything to work toward. But she wants her diet to be open-ended and laid back like this, so that if she ever needs to bend the rules at times, she can, because there were never rules to begin with. You need to make some type of commitment, Amber. You need to show yourself and all of us that you give a shit about being alive. Because right now, doesn't seem like it. Maroon Dune, thank you so much. I hope everyone's staying cool and hydrated. Thanks for reporting to us live, Jord. I've been suffering in this heat, and you know Girl World has been helping a lot. It has been a nasty, hot-filled week here in the Northeast. I hope that everybody is being able to take it easy as best they can this week in all of the heat. I hope that everybody is, cooling down, staying hydrated. Hopefully we are on to a more temperate summer after this week. Thank you, Maroon Dune. Chris Allen, hello. We need to have an intervention with her. She's 30 pounds from her heaviest. Well, kind of sounds like that was a little bit of a spoiler. But yeah, I mean, when we have seen old images of Amberlynn at 570, I mean, it's grim. It is grim. And I'm not talking about the adventures of Billy and Mandy. Just grim. That's it. It's grim to see Amberlynn in the 570s. It really is. And to be honest, I mean, when she was 570, what was she? She was like 28. So, in all honesty, I would say that a 28-year-old, 572-pound Amberlynn arguably is healthier than a 34-year-old 540-pound Amberlynn. Because the older you get, the more your health declines. So I would say her at 540 at her age is probably worse than when she was 572 back in her 20s. Girl Scout, thank you so much. Lunch Lady Lynn, I don't know. Maybe if YouTube doesn't work out, she could work at a local high school or something.
To the doctor, and on their scale, I weighed in at 546.0. And I'm telling you, my jaw was on the floor. Once I got my
Okay, wait, how long ago was that? So she weighed in at a doctor recently and she was 546. I knew her ass was close to 550. This whole like 513 shit, I knew it.
Because then that'll automatically put me in a calorie deficiency. All right, so we're gonna get to the weigh-in. On May 19th, I went to the doctor.
Okay, so a little over a month ago. A little over a month ago, she was close to 550.
And on their scale, I weighed in at 546.0. And I'm telling you, my jaw was on the floor. Once I got my new scale, put my batteries in it, it did co-align. So my new scale does work accurately. But I do have a doctor's appointment and I know they're probably gonna weigh me. So we'll see how accurate it really is and see like the difference on their scale. But I'm almost literally 100% positive that the scale that I'm using now is accurate. So here is my weigh-in for—
Yeah, but you've said that time and time again. Oh, this new scale's awesome. Oh, this new scale works perfectly. Oh, this new scale, all you had to do was put batteries in it and it works right as rain. It's amazing. And then like a week goes by and she's like, oh, this scale's a piece of shit. I'm never ordering off of Amazon ever again. What is this brand? Nah, this brand's Temu. I'm not ordering this shit anymore. Are you kidding me? No. So, I mean, Amberlynn has had very mixed relationships with scales. So the fact that she's saying, oh, this scale is 100% accurate, that doesn't mean anything to me. What the fuck is co-align? It's just made up words. It's just Amberlynn. And that will be on the chapter test. You do need to know co-align. I know I didn't point it out, and I do point out most vocab terms for you guys to have on your study guides, but sometimes you just need to pick up for it, and you need to take the initiative as students of Girl World to know this stuff on your own, okay? Because once you graduate and once you get out there into the real world of fat people, you know, you're not always going to have me to point out everything to you. You're going to have to pick up on this stuff on your own, you know? So yeah, you do need to know co-align. Zinka Cat, thank you. I'm a baker with the classic lunch lady arbs. I don't know about y'all, but my next dinner, I hope Zinka Cat's baking. Thank you, Zinka Cat. Coda Vittorio, thank you for 5 months. This might age myself, but is anyone else hearing Adam Sandler's Lunch Lady Land? Sorry, I'm not familiar. I mean, like, I know Adam Sandler movies, like, The Water Boy. Oh, come on, I know Adam Sandler movies, don't I? The Water Boy. This is bad. That one movie where they go to the lake house, that one. The one movie where he takes care of the kid. All right, so I got 3. That's enough. I'm not familiar with the reference you're making, though. Big Daddy. Yeah, Big Daddy. It's a song. It was an SNL sketch. Oh, I don't. Like I've said this time before, like I just don't think that SNL's funny. My one girlfriend, she watches it like all the time. Like, oh, did you see SNL? Did you see SNL? I've never found it entertaining. I've never found it funny. I've never found it interesting. Jordy's mom's basement, thank you. Came here to say quarter ton monstrosity. QTM.
For today. Okay, so we're gonna do a weigh-in. This feels crooked. Let me fix it. That's a little better. So this is gonna be my weigh-in outfit. I'm gonna weigh in every single week wearing the same thing. So I normally weigh myself naked because I don't want all the extra materials to add on weight, but this is what I will be wearing. And we will do a body shot each week in hopes to see improvement. So I have my scale set up.
This is for engagement. She's showing off her body more because her views have been in the shitter. So if Amberlynn knows that if she shows off her body like this and she's able to make hilarious thumbnails out of her body, it'll get more views, it'll get more attraction, it'll get more engagement. So kind of like how she's like, well, I'm not involving myself in drama anymore. Got to make up that money elsewhere. Got to make up that engagement elsewhere. Got to make clickbaity thumbnails because, I mean, like, let's be honest. Like, if you see like a hilarious angle like this, I mean, you're looking through YouTube, you're like, oh, what should I watch next? What should I watch next? I mean, like, you see this like geometric figure that you've never seen before, and you're thinking like, oh, what is this? Amberlynn knows that that is more of an attractive thumbnail for you to click on than like anything else she would make as a thumbnail. Caterpillar. She's not a spectacle, though. Yeah, I am not a spectacle. I'm better than that. Her body looks like she's melting. I think I've told you this, guys, before, but I used to have this little stuffed animal. It was a snowman, and like any time that you like hit it in the stomach or pressed it in the stomach, it would go, "I'm melting." It had two lines. It would say, "I'm melting," and then it said, "Turn down the heat." I love that little snowman. But yeah, I mean, Amberlynn keeps her apartment on 73, so I don't know if she would be saying that kind of stuff. Those lace pants. Well, she wants to give you guys a little leg. A little risque. A little teaser, if you will. A little appetizer. You know what I mean? She wants to show off a little lace on the leg right here. Abby, thank you so much for the super sticker. Needs more Jordy, thank you. Be right back for the replay. Les share. Les share. Thank you, Needs more Jordy. The body of a dancer. Are we humans or are we dancers? The blob people. Blob people. Blob people.
And we will do a body shot each week in hopes to see improvement. So I have my scale set up here. Let me move it forward a little bit, or back. There we go. So my closet is the messiest room in the house. I have clean clothes I have to put away, so do not mind that. All right, so let's do it here. Hello.
Why is she wearing shoes? I can't get over these little like penguin feet that she has. She does. She looks like a South Park character when she walks. This is crazy. I was wearing the one. Oh my god, I weighed in at 540. I was wearing the wrong shoes.
It's ready.
Yes, it is.
500.
500.
I have never seen a scale. Like, the fact that it takes that long to, like, load, like, that's gigantic. Have you ever thought about that? I mean, you just, like, step on a scale and it gives you a number. You step on a scale, it's like, snap your fingers. It's like, oh, okay. I have never seen a scale need to buffer and warm up, and then after you stand on it, you have to wait for it to load to give you a number. I mean, yeah, like, still processing. Like it's the goddamn rainbow wheel on a Mac. Like, waiting. I'm still working. Hold on. Like, oh my god. Look at her face. Look at the little scrunched mouth to the side. That's the I just weighed in at 540 face. Well, I guess I'm 540. just a dainty ballerina.
£534.6 pounds.
534.6. So I'm just gonna put my.
Oh my God. So 534.6 is what Amberlynn is at right now. She wants to be 499 by the end of the year. That is her soft goal. Although she doesn't really like having the idea of a goal, because then that means that she would have to work towards something and that there will be an expectation, and she really doesn't like expectations. But tentatively, she would like to be in the 490s come January 2026. I don't want to set that big of a goal for myself, but so she is a little bit hesitant. She is a little bit apprehensive about setting this goal of 499 for herself. Emily is drooling. Emily wishes she was that scale, because Emily's big thing is she likes being laid on. She likes like having her breath taken away. That's like really what gets her. She likes crushing. Her baby daddy goes by the Crusher. That's her baby daddy's stage name and his his wrestling, whatever he does. So he goes by that's Emily's big thing. So I mean, in all honesty, Emily wishes that she was the scale right now. Yeah. The bending over, I'm dead. Well, gotta pick up the scale somehow. You could have lost 30 pounds this month. Scales don't lie, people do. By the end of the year, she'll gain back what she'll lose in the coming weeks. So what you're suggesting is that she's going to yo-yo. So even if Amberlynn loses 20 pounds in the next 3 months, what you're saying is come September or come October, she's just going to put on 20 pounds? Come on. You really think that Amberlynn's going to yo-yo diet? Is that really what you're speculating? You must not have much faith in our girl. You must not have much hope or goodwill for this woman to think that she would just lose 20 pounds over the course of 3 to 4 months and then put them on in 1 month. Come on. You guys need to have a little bit more faith. That's like very pessimistic. That's very glass half empty. I don't know if I want that kind of negativity in my chat. Mods, get them. It's nasty. Carissa, hello. I went looking at her videos from a year ago, and she did a weigh-in this time last year, and she was 476. She's almost 100 pounds more than last year. Damn, to put on 100 pounds like that. Well, I mean, let's think about it. What has happened in the past year? This time around 2024 of last year, she got into a relationship with a feeder. She moved into said feeder's house. She lost her cat. So, I mean, honestly, think about this time last year, Amberlynn. I really want you to consider this. This time last year, you were 476 pounds. 23 pounds under the weight of what you wish you were right now. Let's put this all into perspective here. You were 23 pounds less than the weight that you are working toward right now. You had Rarity. And now, fast forward 1 year, you're 50 to 100 pounds heavier and you don't have Rarity. That's really that's really all that she got from June 2024 to June 2025. Like, if you haven't been watching Amberlynn for the past year, that's really, in a nutshell, what has happened. Like, the abridged version of Amberlynn's program, she gained 80 pounds and lost her cat. Like, I'm thinking, like, if we could go back in time, I would imagine that that's not how Amberlynn wanted her year to go. But that's how it went. But you know what? Those are the decisions that you make. You're not putting in any effort. So I'm not surprised that your life is panning out this way, Amber. You need to start making better decisions. You need to start focusing on what matters. Because pretty soon you're not going to be able to be playing around and doing these shenanigans and these little games that you're doing. Your body's going to put up the white flag and it's going to say, okay, no more of this. Hypertensive Tomato, thank you for 1 year of membership. Amber is solely responsible for offending Italians everywhere with the mayo pasta disaster. Also, happy 12 months to us. Also, fat. Oh, that's a lot of alsos. Thank you, Hypertensive Tomato. I appreciate 1 year of membership. Yeah, Amber, you're breaking your mother's heart. Come on. Amber, you're breaking the new scale that you just got from Amazon Prime. Come on, Amber. That was more Jersey than it was Italian. Well, wait, Jersey and Italian kind of go hand in hand, don't they? Oh God, was that racist of me to say? No, Jersey people are usually Italian, right? Right? Or are they Jersey? But there's like an overlap of Italian and Jersey, right? I'm not making this up. Yeah, because like Jersey Shore, GTL, Italian. Okay, no. I'm right. You're wrong. All right, we're fine. Cancelled. Beowulf, thank you. She really said, and none for GLP-1s. Bye. Katie Heron. Glen Coco. 4 for you, Glen Coco. And none for GLP-1s. Bye. Mayo butter pasta. 4 for you, mayo butter pasta. And none for GLP-1s. Bye. My man is Italian and someone thought he was from New Jersey. He was pissed. Well, like, not all Italians are from New Jersey, but all New Jersey people are Italian. That's accurate, yeah. Glad that we could clear that up. All right, Ember, show us your bend over.
Scale over here.
Ooh, who's turned on? A little bit of lace up close and personal. Look. Are you looking? You're not looking. I mean, y'all like to talk about geometry and physics. I mean, you know the word problems on, like, usually like at the end of an exam, there's usually like a very difficult word problem that takes you the most time to complete on an exam in math courses. Like this is like number 30 of the exam. Like this is that word problem that you really need to spend some time thinking about and working out and trying different things and different equations and seeing what might work and what makes most sense to get you the correct answer. Amberlynn is that word problem. She's the last question on the exam. The leg. But you know what? I mean, like... the center of gravity. Looks like a rhombus. A rhombus! You're stupid. You're really stupid. A rhombus. Oh my god.
And this will be where I do my weekly weigh-in every week. So that means I'm down 11.4 since May 19th. And I could...
Sense. S-E-N-S-E. That will not be on the exam, but you should know it just as like for good fortune. Sense.
Definitely testify that that does feel real because my face isn't as puffy. My breathing is better. My stamina is a little bit better. There are ways, non-scale victory ways and physical ways.
Oh, for fuck's sake, the non-scale victories. I am so sick of the non-scale victories. I haven't lost any weight, but I do have a lot more stamina. I'm able to actually walk up a flight of stairs. You know what? In fact, I gained 20 pounds, but my legs don't quiver in the shower anymore. So I'm doing the damn thing. So I can be 550 pounds and still get around and be mobile and still go to bingo and still walk around TJ Maxx. I can be out there slaying an everyday girly pop lifestyle. I can. I have stamina. That's all that matters. I mean, there have been versions of Amberlynn that were 525, and I could barely stand up for more than a minute without shaking. Nowadays, poo, I'm 30 pounds heavier and I can still walk around. And it's about stamina. It's about mindset. It's about the non-scale victories. I'm so sick of the non-scale victories, Amber. Like, a doctor isn't going to look at your weight, see 550 pounds on a piece of paper and think, but you know what? That bitch can walk a mean flight of stairs. Like, they're going to see 550 and they're going to raise their eyebrows and they're going to be like, oh my God, this woman needs dire help now. Like, the non-scale victories, this is more just like frou-frou bullshit that doesn't mean anything. The frou-frou, like, participation trophy bullshit. No more of this, Amber. You're not going to get anywhere with this. You're not going to make any progress. You're not going to see the results that you want if you keep patting yourself on the back for non-scale victories. How about pat yourself on the back when you lose 100 pounds? How about pat yourself on the back when you have a scale victory? The non-scale victories do not deserve to be congratulated. They're all bullshit. This is stupid. Not saying for everybody, but for her specifically. In this scenario, for her specifically. No more patting yourself on the back. No more non-scale victories. No more stamina. Like, no. All of this is like frou-frou bullshit that doesn't mean anything. Trioxin vomit, thank you. On a flight to Arizona, watching Jordy midair. What a treat. Also fat. Ooh, I wish I was on my way to Arizona right now. Well, actually, no, I don't, because it's like hot as fuck, right? No, you know what? Enjoy your time there, for all of us. Golly, it's Molly. Thank you. Take my dollars and go buy yourself a snack pack. Fat heart hands to Jordy and all of my girls. I haven't had pudding in some time. It's been a while. I like pudding, though. I do. I love Ladysmith Black Mambazo and pudding. I might get myself a snack pack. Thank you, Golly, Molly, it's. Spooky Bitty Boop, thank you. Hear me out. Does anyone else think her shirt is trying to copy Jordy when he wears a gray top? Just me? Wait, I mean, that's more of a diss on me than it is her. If I were to come on here and say Amberlynn's copying my style, Amberlynn's trying to be me, this would make me look bad. Nah, we'll pass that one up. Thank you, though, Betty Boop.
Where I am able to tell that I'm losing weight besides just stepping on the scale. So yeah, I'm gonna try every single week to wear the same exact outfit, put the scale in the same exact spot, and I'm gonna stand on the scale for you guys and do a little twirl and see if we can notice a difference. I know a lot of people are like, Amberlynn, just step on that.
My God, I'm going to do a twirl for you guys every week before I do a weigh-in. I don't know. Does anybody know a geologist in Oklahoma? You may want to give them a heads up.
Scale is just, I don't know, my brain wants to weigh in naked. I know that's like an unhealthy way of thinking because it's like, who cares? Okay, your clothes weigh a couple pounds. Oh, well. I don't know. I just get really hyper fixated on the number. But anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video and I'll see you guys in my next one.
But she didn't order Uber Eats a third time. She's so proud. It sounds like a punishment. Well, I mean, if that scale is still functioning, it's not going to be after Amberlynn twirls on it. Are you kidding me? Her clothes weighing a couple pounds is insane. Well, she's also said that her jewelry weighs several pounds. There's old footage of Amberlynn doing weigh-ins where she's like, well, I'm probably going to weigh less in this weigh-in because, like, I took my earrings off. C Styles, thank you. How is just eating the fried skin of a 20-piece not a bariatric crime against humanity? It shocks me every time I hear it. What a ghoul she is. A ghoul. Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. I don't know. I think that the whole, like, eating just the skin of the nugget thing was her copying either Trisha or some other type of YouTuber. So it has, like, for it to be a bariatric crime, for it to have to be like Fat Hall of Fame, like, it has to be genuine. It can't be something that she stole from Trisha, or like something that she stole from some other YouTuber to come across as quirky. Like, it needs to be like the pure essence of fat. It needs to come from the core of just like being gigantic. You know what I mean? It can't be something borrowed. It can't be something tainted. Like, it just seems like I feel like that 20 piece where she eats the skin off of that, I feel like that's taken from someone else. Dizzy, hey Dizzy, thank you for the super chat. Amberlynn'S cheese spray, hello. The only 40 she'll see is chicken nuggets. 40 piece. Do they even sell it in a 40 piece? I feel like the most that they sell it in, I don't know. I have the McDonald's app. Let me see. McDonald's. Let me see if I can order it on anything higher than a 20 piece. I'm pretty sure a 20 piece is the highest that you can get. Genuine fatness. Yeah. Chicken, where is it? The McCrispy strips. You know what? I tried McDonald's new chicken strips recently. They were gross. They were nasty. I wish they would bring back the chicken selects. Remember those commercials? Step away from my chicken selects. Oh, you can buy a 40 piece. No fucking way. You can buy a 40 piece McNugget for $14. It's 1,650 calories. And you get 6 sauces. Wow. 40 McNuggets. 40 McNuggets for $14. Wow. That's wild. You can buy a 40 piece. Damn. They used to sell 100 pieces before COVID. Really? A 100 piece. I mean, I would need to split that with like 9 people. I mean, if I was really hungry, maybe I could split it with like 8 people. That's big. And you only get 6 sauces. Is 6 a lot for 40 nuggets? I don't know. Great job, Jord. Now she's gonna binge. I fell off track and had a 40 piece. 40? Who eats that many? Jacqueline, thank you so much for the super sticker. Munchy Crunch, thank you so much for the super chat that says choker cheese. I don't know. It looks like her neck is more defined in this shot. You think she's stretching? You think that she's trying to give us giraffe realness? No, I'm skinny, I'm dainty. Look, you can see all of my choker. I'm not 540, I'm 534. A 40 piece is just an appetizer for her? Ew. 6, that's not enough. You should be getting 1 sauce for every 4 nuggets. I'm okay just eating nuggets like without sauce. I mean, I like sauce. I like the barbecue sauce. And I like the buffalo sauce, but I'm also okay just like eating them as is. Marion Butler, thank you. Do you think she wears that choker to bed? Also, apparently giving you money is my new hobby. Love you girls. Like the stream and drink your water. Hydration check from Marion Butler. Thank you, Marion Butler. I appreciate that. Do I think she's wearing the choker to bed? Yeah. Yeah. She either only wears the choker when she's filming, or she keeps it on all the time and never takes it off. And I'm more inclined to believe the latter because it's less work if she just keeps it on all the time. And also, we have, like, evidence of the choker cheese and personal testimonies from past girlfriends. So I think that it's, like, tattooed on there at this point. Papa Schlong Legs, thank you so much for 3 months. This blob is shaped like a globe, but I've absolutely no idea how she manages to attract people to explore beneath her equator. Oh my god. Well, you know, as I try to say on here, don't yuck someone else's yum. So if there are people out there like Emily that like being laid on by 600-pound women and that's what gets them off, I mean, who am I to take that pleasure away from them in life? You know, life is so short. If you want to get laid on by a boulder, then get laid on by a boulder, goddammit. C Styles, thank you. This chat reminded me of the fact that we know that she ate it all, but when your life is fatter than the truth, that it is of itself as a crime is most foul. I feel like I just read something out of Shakespeare. Oh my god, very poetic, thank you. Sarah Burton, hello. I'm down 45 pounds, recovering from meniscus repair surgery, and I'm finally catching up. 3 wins! Love you, Jordy. Sounds like you have had an excellent 2025 so far. Amberlynn could never, and probably will never. That's awesome. Congratulations, Sarah. Sam, thank you. I weigh less than half of an Amberlynn. Skinny. Well, that's still big. What is that? So she's like, what, 540? Or no, sorry. She's like 534. I mean, unless you're like 6'6", or you like lift a lot of weights, this is still kind of concerning. So, but you know what, Sam? You're slaying. Amberlynn could never. 267 realness. Skinny. Legend Lana, hello. Your lives helped me get through a breakup. Thanks for keeping me so entertained, and thank you to the community for creating this funny space. We do have a fun time here. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'm glad that my streams/chat room could provide you some type of comfort and entertainment through hard times. Thank you, Lana. Chevy, hey Chevy, how you? I'm late, but I'm here. Anyway, just letting you know that I love BBC. Which one? I'll let you decide. What do you mean, which one? There's only one BBC. Beanbag and a curry. What were you talking about? Which one? Thank you, Chevy. Munchie Crunch, hey. Small organisms in her fat rolls. You think, I mean, I know that you're like making a joke here and everything, but I wouldn't be surprised if like fungus or some type of like ecosystem sprouted out from that. I mean, ecosystems, bacteria, germs, like they love a warm, damp place. So if it gets ignored for long enough, doesn't get washed, doesn't get, addressed, doesn't get wiped down. Probably, yeah. Demon Pig, thank you so much. Amber talks about weight loss like she's trying to squeeze into a dress for a wedding, not save her life. Yeah, I just want to like lose 3 pounds. I just need to lose like 5 pounds, then I'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing that she really misses out on. This isn't like a trendy diet that she's trying to like lose her love handles for to be beach body ready on a vacation on a girls trip. This is about a comprehensive, massive turnaround and reworking of years of failed diets and just a bad mindset. Like, it's completely different. It's not just like quirky, hey, I want to lose a few pounds. Like, ugh. I don't know. Susical Lice, thank you for 15 months. I appreciate that. I've indoctrinated my fiance during our 8-hour drive back from our engagement. Oh my god, congratulations, guys. I've been playing 20 questions where one of us thinks of a niche incident or side character. with Amberlynn. Some honorable mentions include Twinkie's tumor, the TJ Maxx cart, and you reading the mom's charges on live stream. I did nothing of the sort. What do you mean I read the mom's charges on live stream? To this day, like, I still think that that's, like, kind of wild that that whole arc with, like, the mom and, like, her charges, it went from, like, oh my god, can you believe she beat up a service animal? And then it was like, no, she just beat up her mom. And it was like, oh, okay. Like, I still think that that's wild. Amber was pissed about that. She was like, are you fucking kidding me? I showed my mom's shoulder for 1 second in that vlog, and you guys take it upon yourself to look up her whole fucking criminal record? You showed her in your vlog. That means that she's fair game. Which was kind of weird because shortly after that, Amberlynn said on Instagram that I was her favorite. Which I thought that was really strange because I thought that whole thing really pissed her off. I thought that really upset her about me talking about the mom's charges and everything and talking about like the service animal and all that other stuff. But then like a month went by and she's like, yeah, Jordy's my favorite. I don't know. That was a weird time. Pookie, hey Pookie. I wish binge eating was treated like it is for Anna, but it's not. They won't help her lose weight. They'll teach her more about health at every size. Really? I mean, yeah, I guess depending on where you go, but you would think that if you went to like a reputable medical-based weight loss facility, it wouldn't be the health at every size bullshit. No, I think that there are facilities out there that she could get enrolled in that would actually help her. Heavy Cake, thank you so much for your membership as well as your super chat. Calorie deficiency. Yes, she's in a calorie deficiency. As long as I don't binge. Lady Razzie, thank you so much for your super chat. Hello, it's fat. It certainly is, Lady Razzie. Nice to have you here tonight. Shoegaze into the abyss, thank you. Calorie deficiency. I'm so tired. Oh boy, that term really struck a lot of you, huh? Great Jojo, thank you. I'm late, but will you still mark me present? No, down to the office. You need a late pass. And no dilly-dallying on your way there. Prison Becky, thank you for 15 months. I came for Eugenia, but I stayed for Moogenia. Calorie deficiency. F-250 backside scraping Duke on countertops with antique wash rags. That's what men love. Are you married? Are you single? I'll wipe you down. Don't worry about it. I'll hose you down. Moogenia. Silly. Thank you, Prison Becky. You've been around for a while. Amber's dangling ankle, thank you. She was 467 last July, and she gained 80 pounds in 11 months. Well, yeah, that's what dating a feeder will do. That's what a dying YouTube channel and getting in a relationship with a toxic feeder will do for you. Enjoy! Goggins Girl, thank you. Jordy, I need to know, what are your top 4 favorite films? I like The Strangers. I like The Witch. Top 4 favorite films. I don't know. I only have 2 on the top of my head for you. I'm sorry. Thank you, though. Clickety clackety. Abby, thank you. I sent you screenshots on X. Oh boy, are you the elusive Abby that was 21 or whatever dating Amberlynn? I don't see you. I don't see your thing anywhere. You DM'd me on X? Yeah, I don't have anything. I'm sorry. Unless it was like filtered out. Or did you send it on Instagram? Amberlynn'S stinky butt, thank you. The very hungry caterpillar. The very, very hungry caterpillar. Indeed. Sasha, hi Sasha. Her side flanks look like vertical sound waves. I appreciate the generous super chat, Sasha. Thank you so much. Jew Finn, hello. Amberlynn looks like the squirt of soft serve from a broken ice cream machine. Oh my god. The squirt of soft serve from a broken ice cream machine. That is so specific. Heavy cake, hello. That scale has to mentally prepare. I know. Well, now that it knows that every Wednesday it's getting stepped on, it's like, whew, all right. I got a week's time to mentally prepare for that again. Black market semaglutide dealer, thank you for 5 months. Isn't this the scale that's made for car parts? Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, some type of scale that's not meant for humans. It's meant for, like, industrial equipment or something. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Hey, it gets the job done. Gay Frog Wizard, thank you so much. Grimer Pokemon. I don't get it. Grimer Pokemon? Does anyone know what that means? Emmy, hey Emmy. Certainly, fat in all caps. MB, hey. 822. Imagine that hobbling up to you in the dark. It's kind of like The Ring. You know that creepy girl that climbs out of that well? Oh my god.
So I'm just gonna put.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's a blob Pokemon. Oh, okay. Grimer? I don't know a lot of Pokemon. Grimer. This thing's too skinny. This thing's way too thin. No. You guys can do better than this. Come on. And who was that? Gay Frog Wizard? I expect more from you. You guys need to stop sending me in these supermodels. You need to stop sending me in these size 2s. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, Grimer looks like Amberlynn. This is stupid, sorry. Jordy GPT, thank you. New profile pic, Church of Bariatric Desperation. Oh god, I gotta look for your name to pop up again. I didn't see it when it came up. Cozy Mushroom, thank you. It's morbid, but how long does she have? Her poor knees. Like, realistically, probably 5 to 10 years. Yeah, about that. About 5 to 10 years, yeah. Maybe less. Jordy fan, thank you for 9 months. Oh my gosh, I have my own Jordy baby now. Congrats to us. Oh my god, 9 months of membership. Thank you so much, Jordy fan. I appreciate you being around for 9 grueling months. Really appreciate your continued membership. Happy to have you. Aqua Girl, hello. Jordy Jr. gets surgery tomorrow. You'll be keeping me company with past lives. Thank you in advance. Good luck on your surgery tomorrow. It'll be over as soon as you know it. Thank you so much for that, Aqua Girl. Jordy said, step it up. I still say the Mucinex guy. The Mucinex guy. Michelle, I'm from Jersey, and I'm Italian and Puerto Rican and Russian. My parents are from Staten Island. My parents are from Staten Island and the Bronx. Spot on, Jordy. See, I know my geography. I know that. I know my shit. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, Italian, New Jersey. Yeah. I've seen that South Park episode. Modern minority, thank you. Amber is literally obtuse. Doesn't obtuse mean, like, difficult? I mean, I know that that's like a term in geometry that means like greater than 180 degrees. But yeah, she is, like, in the sense of like geometry and like being difficult, or like, yeah, stupid, dense. Yeah, she's both definitions. Zaza, thank you for 11 months. I can be 550 pounds and still take your woman/man. Yeah, Amberlynn'S coming after all genders. She's getting screamed at by guys on the side of the road. She's a lesbian icon. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe from Amberlynn. She'll take anybody. I'll take your man or your woman. Deborah Kirk, thank you. Take off the choker, Amber. That crust weighs 5 pounds. Maybe that could get her to take the choker off, actually. If you convince her that the cheese weighs 5 pounds. Away from sirens, thank you. Signed a job offer and lease, and I'm moving to Indiana. I'm celebrating, giving Jordy my second to last paycheck. Life is good. Well, I hope this new endeavor is everything that you were looking for. Away from sirens, I'm thinking of ya. I hope you have an excellent last week in wherever you are before Indiana. I've never been to Indiana. Curvy, skinny, fat, hello. Do you think Torrid sells a bra that can fit Amber's? I can't say that. Love you, Jordy. I'd imagine, yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, what is like the biggest bra that you can buy at Torrid? I'm curious. Bra. What happened? Ah. Sorry, my tab like went crazy. Full coverage, underlined bra. Why is my tab like all acting all crazy? Size guide. Okay, so the biggest size you can get is 54C. I don't even know what that means. I just know, like, when people say, like, oh, the double Ds, like, that means, like, big boobs. But this is, like, uncharted waters. I don't know what this means. Jordy's search history must be interesting. A 54-inch waistband. It's sold out, too. Look. Look, you can't even buy the 54C. She's like a 90A. That's just the size guide. $54C. Full burst or under bust. A 90A. Emmy, thank you. Keep the clothes on. I think that if you were ever to see Amberlynn in that capacity, it would be behind a paywall on a different website. So, until she starts to dabble with that kind of content, I believe that the clothes will be staying on in all of these weigh-ins. Thank you, Emmy. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Whitney May, hey. Just realized that I refuse to weigh myself after my workouts until I've taken my headphones out because I feel like I'll be lighter. I'm becoming her. Well, when it's really bad is when you start taking jewelry off and taking your makeup off and maybe like ripping off your lashes and I don't know. Maybe the next time I go to weigh myself, I'll shave all my facial hair off. Talk to the Turtle, thank you for 3 months. Made it in time to not think. Isn't not thinking so nice? Just like letting somebody else think and make decisions for you. Oh, God. I wish we could all, just listen to me and let me make the decisions for everybody all the time. Carissa, hello. Her weigh-in on May 21st said that she was 5'16", but here on May 19th, she said she was 5'46". Am I missing something? Oh, wow, did she?
Put my scale over.
Wait, so the weigh-in 9, what I ate today.
Hey guys, welcome to a new weigh-in video. I feel like I kind of have a lot of things to talk about, so let's jump right into the 5 questions. So for the 5 questions, I get them on Instagram. I post a little thing on my story that says, right, so the first month is just the beginning dose, which is obviously the cheapest month, but my doctor...
Okay, yeah, Ozempic's expensive, we get it. When does she say that she's 5'16"? Okay, so she's lying. She lied about the 5'16", so she was actually 30 pounds heavier. I don't lie about my weight. Why would I need to lie about my weight? Guys, I'm already telling you that I'm over 500 pounds. Why would I lie about 30 pounds? Does it really matter when I'm over 500? Yeah, it does. Her scale said to be continued. Kel Gels, thank you. I definitely yuck Emily's yum. Please forgive my judgment. Kink shaming. In this chat? Have an open mind. Lymphedema lore, thank you. She's a rhombus built from ramen, lard, and lies. Oh my god. A rhombus. That was probably the most unique insult of tonight. I've never heard Amberlynn be called a rhombus. Anna, thank you for 9 months. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. Certainly does. Madison Bower, thank you. Bauer. I'm 330 and 5'2". I would like to be an oval, not a rhombus. I think that we can do that for you. I don't think that you start to get into rhombus territory until like the 450s. So I think that you're okay for now. Angelina Dugan, thank you for 4 months. I can't think of anything to say right now, but fat. It's kind of the consensus of most of the super chats, just in one way or another, some type of iteration of saying, this woman's big. Shira B, thank you. Compared to a Chantal hater, you're gentle, kittens. I think what you... Okay. I think that this means, like, compared to a Chantal reaction channel, I'm a lot nicer. I don't know. I mean, y'all think I'm nastier than or nicer than other reaction channels? I don't know. That is up for you to decide. Thank you so much, Shira B. Chloe McKay, hey. Hey, Jordy, I need a girls fix. I'm not having a great day. Oh, God. Well, not every hump day can be a good one. Hopefully tomorrow's better, Chloe. Thinking of ya. Zinka Cat, hello. Crystal from Squidbillies is her doppelganger. Crystal from Squidbillies. Okay, I have never seen this in my life. This looks like some type of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Adult Swim, Beavis and Butthead looking character. This also, again, this is too thin. You guys, I mean, like, look at this. Like, she's snatched. Like, look. She's like cinched at the waist. Oh my god, and she has a big slushy cup. If anything, this is me in all honesty. Just call me Crystal. V, hey V, is the Duke from Resident Evil too skinny? I feel like that one has been made before. The Duke from Resident Evil. Yes, I have seen this thing before. Yeah, it is. Like, you guys just aren't getting it. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, stop sending me these, like, thin AF, early 2000s, low-rise jeans examples. You know, it just... Like, for a second, I thought that this was, like, Britney in 2000. This enough. Papa Schlonglegs, hello. I've briefly changed my name from Tom Addlesey to Papa Schlonglegs because if Amber can lie about being dainty, then I can fib about having a giant tallywhacker. Oh, boy. No one will ever know. Your secret's safe with me. Thank you so much, Tom. Jordy called me fat. Thank you for the super chat. Big? Are you calling me big? I certainly am. You want my Amberlynn Etsy sticker I got of a cherry that says big? Big? Huh? Let me know. Emmy, hey Emmy. Did you guys ever play the Blob game? That's Amber. No. The Blob game. Wait, do you mean that thing that people jump on at swimming pools? And like go flying? Miranda, hi. You can't see our profile pictures? Mine is your face when you heard Amberlynn call herself a top in a vlog from a few months ago. No, I can. I just don't see it when I read out donations. Like, it's a separate box. But if I look at the chat over here, like, that's going by, I can see y'all stuff. So sometimes is the answer to that. Look up Pink Pearl Marvel Comics. Am fat. Thank you, Michelle. Pink Pearl. Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pearl Marvel. Oh, this one got suggested like a couple days ago. We're having a lot of overlap recently. Huh. Yeah, this woman's like muscular. I mean, this woman, she has stamina. Pink Pearl has stamina, goddammit. Amberlynn, no. Pink Pearl, though, yeah, she has stamina. Now, Google feed Big Bertha arcade game. It's her. Big Bertha arcade. Is this like skee ball? This looks like skee ball. I love skee ball. Oh. I've never seen this. I mean, this looks like really old school. This doesn't really seem like anything that you would see at like a modern day arcade, but oh my god, that's so funny. Feed Big Bertha. Do you think Emily was playing this as a child in the 90s? Mom, I want to go to the arcade. And then she spends all of her tokens on this. Sunfire, Pixie, thank you for 8 months. Did you know that Torrid used to be owned by Hot Topic? I couldn't believe it when I was told. No, I didn't know that. That does surprise me after all. I feel like if anything, Hot Topic would own like Spencer's or, you know, like kind of out of the box stores. That does surprise me. Hallie, thank you. Love all you girly pops. Thank you so much for that. Juba, hello. There's no need to compare. Thanks for the distraction. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Schmemily, thank you so much. She's giving Toad Prince from Witcher 3. Toad Prince, I feel like, is one that was made recently. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen this thing before. Again, too thin. I don't know what you guys are on or what you're thinking about, but I mean... And also, like, way too hygienic. You know? Like, this thing looks like it just got out of the shower. Like, do you really look at this and think like, oh, Amberlynn Reed? I don't. Rice Noodles, thank you so much. I'll have to do that, thank you. Check out the music video Coquita from Kinky Band. Okay. I've never heard of that. Huh. Did we already do the weigh-in? Yeah, she's like 540 or something. Great Jojo, hello. Has anyone ever said the woman off of Monster House? Yes. I know for a fact that one has been. Oh my god. The Monster House. I haven't seen that movie in forever. Angel, hello, thank you so much. Brenda from Slither. I don't know about that one. Brenda. Oh, I've seen this. This is grotesque. I hate when you guys suggest that one. That one actually gives me nightmares. That one's spooky. I feel like that would be like a terms of service violation if I pull it up on the screen. Oh god. All right, everybody. I think that is going to be it for today's Wednesday night live stream. We will not be here tomorrow, but we will, however, be back on Friday for some more fun. Will we be doing Amberlynn? Will we be doing Chantal Friday? I'm not sure. Maybe a mix. Maybe a little mix and match Friday evening. I see that there are some rumors and hubbub swirling about concerning Chantal and her abandoning Smokey. It's not looking good. Chantal's a whole ass piece of shit, but I mean, we already knew that. So, you know, Friday we'll dive in to see some more piece of shit examples from yours truly or Chantal. So, yeah, I hope to see you guys then. 12:28 is the weigh-in. Thank you, Carissa. Wait, so like the very end of it? Oh, you're talking about the video. The video we already played. Wait, what?
Genuinely can't. If it happens again next week, that's when I'll care. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video.
I'm confused. This is the end of the video. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon. Have a good weekend or night.